What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another investing live stream with me, David from Free to Be. Thank you for joining me. If you are watching this live, thanks for being here. Feel free to comment and participate in this journey with me today. So today I'm going to invest another $100 in my Robinhood portfolio. Now, before I do that, if you are new to the channel and just now picking this up and ready to follow me on my journey to financial independence, please take a moment and just click the subscribe button here on the channel. It really does mean a lot, and it does help me in terms of growth and just my ability to interact with more and more of you. Again, this channel focuses on financial literacy and financial health, and hopefully by creating content that's useful to me, it also is useful to you in your financial journey as well. Now, I do want to disclaim that I am not a financial advisor, and none of this should be taken strictly as financial advice. If you need financial advice, I recommend you reach out to a licensed professional that can help you in your personal journey. But hopefully some of these tips and just watching me go through some of these processes will help you in your journey. And that's ultimately the goal of building this community. So again, if you haven't done so, take a moment and just click the subscribe button here and turn on those notifications, because I have been uploading a little bit more sporadically as of late, so you don't want to miss any of the new videos that I upload here. And again, as I mentioned in the comments of this video, once I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be making a special episode where I invest $1,000 in this portfolio that we're going to jump into now. Now, if you've been following along in this series, you'll know that we are now on episode 5, which means that I have funded this account with a total of $500 of my own money. This episode will be investing the 500th dollar. Prior to this, we've invested around $400. And if you want to go and check some of those videos out in terms of how we've started to build this portfolio and some of the methodology that I've used to invest, please make sure you go ahead and do so. They are all on the channel, so feel free to start the journey from episode 1. But as of today, we'll have $500 invested in the stock market. Now, if we look at our overall portfolio, it is down. It is down about 4%, a little over 4% total. But that's okay, because again, investing is a strategy that's for long term. We're not looking for get rich quick schemes or to turn a profit really quickly with this strategy that I'm implementing. This is more of a invest and hold strategy to build long-term wealth. And I want to show you that it is possible starting from scratch. So again, we started this at the beginning of the year with $0 in this account. Let's say that you only had $100 to invest every few weeks, then you'd be following the strategy. If you have more, you can invest more too. I think this strategy would work no matter what amount of money that you decided that you wanted to invest. So be sure to check out future videos as well to see the progress as we go through. Now, I mentioned before that my main strategy in terms of allocating the funds that I'm ready to invest is usually to take 40% of that and invest it in some type of ETF or some kind of fund that tracks the market and overall market. So 40% of it is allocated that way. I take 30% of that money and I allocate it to a blue chip stock. You got your Microsofts, your Apples, your Amazons. 20% of it is allocated to speculative stocks that I think might have potential in the future. And then the remaining 10% I usually allocate to cryptocurrency. It's just something that I believe in. Again, cryptocurrency is very volatile, so do invest at your own risk. But it is something that I kind of want to invest in for my future. So we'll be doing that here as well. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. Today, I think that the index fund that I want to purchase a little bit more of is this Vanguard fund here. So we're going to just go ahead and select it. Again, Robinhood is a great place to do some initial research, to get some initial ideas for what you want to invest in, to buy fractional shares of various stocks that you might not otherwise, be able to afford a complete share through a traditional brokerage. So if you are new to investing and you haven't opened a brokerage account before or are new to Robinhood, I do have an affiliate link down in the description. And if you click on that link and register, we will both get a free share of stock. So if you are new and you want to get started, it's a great place to get started because it does have a lot of great tools. Now, Is the functionality as robust as your traditional brokerage tools? Maybe not, but if you're a beginner, this is a great place, I think, to start. So here we have the Vanguard Fund. We did pick some of this up before, so we're going to go ahead and pick up about $40 worth here today. So we'll just go ahead and put that in here. We'll review our order, and we will go ahead and place it. And it's as simple as that. There we go. We have placed our order for Vanguard. Now we own a little bit more than we did before. So if we go back here, you'll see that we own basically almost a third of a share. The next thing I'm going to do after that is probably pick up some more Amazon. Amazon has had quite a bit of a dip in recent weeks. So I want to pick up, $30 worth of Amazon today. So we're going to go here and we're going to go ahead and enter this amount. Again, when you're buying, you can buy in dollars or you can buy in full shares if you want to do that. That works as well. You can also sell here. It's all very intuitive to use in terms of the platform when it comes to Robinhood. So don't feel overwhelmed at all. It's, really easy to use, really straightforward. So we're going to go ahead and purchase $30 worth of Amazon today, which will bring us to total holdings. If we go back to our dashboard here, we have about 0.02 shares, 0.02 shares of Amazon, which is fine. I don't know if many of you know this. I covered this in a previous video, but Amazon will be splitting 20-to-1 forward split. So for every single share of Amazon you hold today, once the shareholders approve and vote on it, which is likely going to happen in June, for every share you hold today, you'll have 20 shares, which means that just the price of the share will be split into 20 of what it is that day. You're not really going to be getting more value, but it'll just be more accessible and easier for retail investors or investors, casual investors like ourselves, to pick up additional shares of Amazon. So here we have picked up a little bit more before the split, and we probably are going to pick up some more before the split occurs as well. So with that said, we have $30 of buying power left today. I think we're going to shift our focus really quickly to our cryptocurrencies. And here we have some Ethereum and we have Bitcoin. Both are down relatively to where their highs have been. So we're going to pick up a little bit of Ethereum today. I think we picked up Bitcoin last time. So we'll keep this and pick up $10 worth of Ethereum. We'll go ahead and review and submit this order. And now that that's done, we can go back. And you see with the cryptocurrency, when you buy little sums like this, sometimes it, fluctuates. So it'll be off by a cent. That's not an issue here. We'll just buy $19.99 of whatever we're going to buy next, which is going to be Pubmatic. So we're going to actually jump into another holding here and pick up some more of this one. We're going to pick up $19.99. Now this is a speculative stock that I found. Actually, I think I found it through Robinhood, but again, it's fairly new. It went public, not very long ago. I believe it went public. Here we go. We can see listed on December 9th, 2020. And this is, again, one of the great tools about Robinhood. It lets you know when things were listed, lets you know what the trends have been. And you can see that our average cost right now for this was $24.88. It did spike up for a little while and then it's back down. We didn't pick it up when it hit the spike. We just recently started investing here. But overall, I think that this might be a solid investment in terms of a speculative one. And if it's not, again, it doesn't comprise a majority of my portfolio, only about 20%. So I would never really have to worry about, it not doing too well. So it's not going to impact me as long as, your speculative investments are allocated across multiple speculative, investments and not just one specific one. Which I have a couple in my portfolio right now. But if you can see, the analysts right now, the ratings on this one have shifted, and a majority of the analysts have marked this as a buy. Some have marked it as a hold. None have marked it as a sell, which tells me that there could be some value here. So we're going to go ahead and pick up $19.99 worth of this one. And then we can say done and go back to our dashboard. Now, again, in this specific episode, I did just pick up fractional shares of, assets that were already in my portfolio, but that doesn't need to be the case. Again, you can allocate your money any way you'd like. I'm not here to give you advice on how to invest. This is just my strategy that I think will ultimately give me some great long-term returns. If you wanted to check out some new investments, you could check out some trending lists on Robinhood. There's some newsworthy articles that would be helpful as well. You can check out the daily movers. All this information is here at your fingertips so that you can invest according to whatever strategy you implement. I just think that this strategy might work best for me, and that's why I'm sticking with it. Now, again, I mentioned in future videos, I will be broadening and expanding my portfolio. But in the meantime, I want to flesh out some of the ones that I've already purchased and started holding. So, I'll continue to flesh these out to get these to at least complete shares before moving on and broadening that portfolio and, investing in other assets. So that's where I stand today. Again, overall, our portfolio, if you look, over a period of the last 3 months, it's down. It's down about 4%, but that's fine because again, we're in it for the long term. We're going to hold majority of these for 5 years at least. The speculative ones you'll keep an eye out on, and if they do well or they have bumps where you think that they're not going to cross any levels that are higher than that, then you can kind of liquidate those assets and allocate those funds elsewhere. But majority of these, the funds, the index funds, blue chip stocks, maybe cryptocurrencies, those are going to be long-term holds for me. So I'm not worried about a 4% decrease in my overall portfolio value because I know that in 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, that'll be up probably anywhere between 8 to 12% from where it was, where I started. So I'm not too worried about that. This is where we are today. Hopefully in the future I can show you some real gains. I know there was a video that I made, I think it was last episode or the episode before, where you did see some noticeable gains on the portfolio, but you can see that we're starting to tick in the right direction. Again, the overall market has been down for the past few weeks, so this is to be expected, but I think generally speaking we'll be fine long term. All right, guys, well, that's all I had for this video. Thanks for checking it out. If you joined me live, thank you so much. If you're watching this on replay, hopefully you get something out of it. Again, if you are new to the channel, please take a moment and just click the subscribe button here. Turn on those notifications. And like I mentioned in the beginning, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be investing $1,000 into that Robinhood account in one episode. So stay tuned for that. Share this video, help me get to the 1,000, and then we can invest further and see where this portfolio goes. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you next time.